Hello everybody, welcome back to our last set of games before the All-Star break here. Game number 7, the interdivisional circuit, the Triple Sunset circuit here. I'm Clown Sunday, your commentator and team owner of the Strongest, who will be playing later tonight with a new look to the roster. But enough about me. Let's talk a little bit about these two teams. Playing first tonight, the Atomic Animatronics and the Blue Babies. Starting off with the Bows. Yoshi has been, I would say, as advertised on the mound, but this is a team that really wants to hold on to small leads and then take it all the way. And I think their last game versus the Murkrows, a lot of errors, a lot of undisciplined baseball, a lot of missed opportunities, ones that they're kicking themselves about. As always, it's going to be make or break in the 7, 8, 9 spot of the lineup. Really want to see one of the Yoshis or maybe Paratroopa have the game of their season so far, right when their team needs it. Both these teams not doing as expected with losing records, 1-5 and 2-4. Both these teams made the playoffs. In fact, were top 3 in the league last year. So this is going to be a very important one for the seeding and maybe for playoff hopes for both these teams. On the other side, hitting has been as advertised for the rookies. I think the star player, Bowser Jr., 2 captains facing off as star players. Very, very good move so far. Jesse's been a great addition to the team. Would love to see either a little bit better pitching from Boo, who has not had the stuff that he's had last year, or Bowser Jr. in relief, as he's gotten hit around a little bit. A lot of come from behind victories against the Babies this year as well. We're going to be playing 7 innings here. First of 4 matches on Mario Stadium. First of 3 during the beautiful sunset. We're off. Rookies start off in the field. Boo on the mound. Band of brothers in the infield. Mickey D. Luffy staring back from the center field. Red Magic Koopa leading us off here for the Bows. Strike one on the center of the plate. Red Magic Koopa now tees up and pushes one in between third baseman and shortstop for a base hit. Fireballs ensure that he reaches safely. So leadoff runner is aboard for Kira. She looks to take a crack at it here. Strike one looking on the outside. Curveball. Boo positions outside. Now curveball breaks inside, but Kira makes good contact. Pushes it out to center field. Luffy has it no problem for the first out of the game. And that will bring up Red Critter. Some highs and some lows this season so far for the Critter. Let's see what he does here with the leadoff runner aboard and 1 out. Top of the first. Sends one deep to left field. Hard hit, flying back towards the wall. I don't think he's going to get there in time. Luffy, a little bit too relaxed, and that's a 2-run home run early in this ballgame for Red Critter. Looping, long fly ball out towards left field pole. Darkbones was there and ready for the attempt, but Luffy just never had a good eye on it, and that one escapes the park. Puts the Bows up early, 2-0. Some run support before Yoshi ever reaches the mound. Matt gets to bat with none on, 1 out. And he'll continue the hitting here. Sends one out to left field against Luffy and Darkbones. Another deep single. Now we'll bring up Shy Guy. Birdo after him if this is in the double play. Slap hit up the middle, but uh-oh. Boomerang Bro steals that one out of the air. And it's a double play on the line-out tag-out. 2-run score, though. The Red Critter home run start us off. Puts the Bows in a good spot. Let's see how they play from ahead against the top of this Babies order as we head to the bottom of the first. Yoshi and Boo, 2 very similar pitchers. Ooh, a bobble from Red Yoshi would have been the first out of the inning to the captain of the Babies, Bowser Jr., but the bounce off of Red Yoshi's glove means that he'll reach with an error-assisted single. Bring up Boomerang Bro with no outs. Ooh, line drive to first base. Birdo scoops that one up and slaps the bag for the double play, unassisted. So 2 outs, none on. And Jesse at bat. Nice piece of defense there from the Bows. And out number 3 to Red Magic Koopa. So this is exactly what we were talking about going into it. They get an early lead. We have to see, first of all, if they can add more insurance runs as we get to the Yoshi part of the lineup here. But second, we have to see if they can play good defense to keep this lead. They might not need to if they're going to keep hitting like this. Birdo hits one to dead center field. Koopa's not in time. That's a solo shot to start off the inning. Never had any doubt. She pushes that one over the scoreboard in center field. Basically right over Luffy's head. Despite being one of the fastest players in that outfield and on the team, Red Koopa had never had a chance. And that one's gone. Early 3-0 lead for the Bows. Right when her team needs it the most. They're on the outside looking into this playoff picture. Out number 1 of the inning is Yoshi grounds out to shortstop Firebro. Boo already tired. Now Red Yoshi up. Good contact from Red Yoshi. Drops that into left field for a base hit. That could very well end Boo's day. No, they'll leave him on to face off against bottom of the order, Paratroopa. Red Magikoopa at the top of the order, up after him. Strike 1. Wind up the delivery. Jams them. They go to second. They have the lead runner. It's the double play. 4-6-3, the put away. Second base, shortstop, first base. The sides are tired. Rookies now get to work down 3. Boo due up. The leadoff runner isn't aboard as Red Critter steals that one out of the air towards second base bag. He's been having a great start to this game. You'd love to see him keep it up. Very, very important game for both these teams. Strike 1 to Magikoopa. Fends off. Strike 2 on the outside of the plate. Sends a single down the left field line for a base hit. So Magikoopa aboard, not a very fast runner. Might not matter. Did I say second base bag? Plate? What? And another runner's aboard. They try to get the lead runner at second. Both runners safe. Oh, bag. Yeah. So runners on first and second. Tying run now at the plate. It's the king of the Pirates, or future king of the Pirates, Monkey D. Luffy. He swings and misses for strike 1. Curveball on the outside. Curve inside, counts even, 1-1. Good contact out towards right field. That's going to load the bases. Oh, they try to catch Luffy at first on the relay, but the throw from Matt and Magikoopa not in time. So with the bases loaded, Dark Bones. Chop shot into left field. Out. Kira with the good arm and the great reflexes. She got a good jump on it, gets the out, and that's not hit deep enough to score the run from third. So with 2 outs, bottom of the order, most important at-bat of the day so far for the rookies, it's Koopa. Gets all of that one, sends it out to right field. That's going to drop in for bases. Magikoopa's in. The Boo lets it roll to the wall. Fire Bros into home. The throw to the plate. Luffy's going home. It might be close. No, not even close. They're running him back to third. The throw not in time. Runners have to hold it second and third. 1 run now separates these teams after the 2 RBI double assisted by the Boo from Koopa. The throw and defense from Matt and Red Yoshi keep the lead for now. But the captain of the rookies, Bowser Jr., might have something to say about that with 2 outs, runners in scoring position. He won't! Instead of going to the star pitch, the line out ground out to Red Critter ends the inning prematurely. Tying run just 90 feet away, has to head back to the dugout. 3-2, Red Magikoopa in the top of the order for the Bows due up. Magikoopa almost pulls that one into right field for a single, but Boomerang Bro has a good jump on it for the first out of the inning. They'd love to see Boo get through 3 here. That's their checkpoint for him. But they're going to play it based off of the batters that he's facing. Kira lines out on the first pitch. Now Red Critter up. Red Critter. 2-run home run in the top of the first time he was up. He sends another ball out to left field. This time it stays in the park for a base hit. Now we'll bring up the reigning MV Matt from Wii Sports. More known as a boxer, but he's a slugger. This time, though, he's the final out of the inning. The nice scoop from Boomerang Bro. Lead runner reaches safely, but Matt's out at first. Inning's over. Bows don't score for the first time this game in the rookies now. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. Strike number 1. And strike 2 on the outside, swinging strike. Ooh, curveball. Broke at the last second, but not enough to get that past Boomerang Bro. He doesn't even consider second, even though that ball rolls to the wall, so... Leadoff runner is aboard for the rookie. Jessie's been great as a defensive catcher this year. Let's see how she does offensively. Great game last week as well. Chop shot over the head of Red Magic Koopa. That's going to be in for a single for her. Boomerang Bro briefly considers taking third off that. Might have had it, but reconsiders. So, the tying run now in scoring position for Boo. Charges up. Good contact deep, but gonna stay in the park. Not enough distance to tag. Wait! Oh, it's disaster in the outfield. The error item forces the error from Kira and Red Yoshi. Koopa Shell blasts through. The attack is in time, but the ball drops in behind him. Base is now loaded with none out. And once again, an error from this Bo's team might be the difference maker. They try to go home and stop the lead run. Maybe if they went earlier, they would have had him. Instead, the double plays in time, but Boomerang Bro reaches home. It's going to be a tie game, and now they might have to rob a home run if they want to keep it tied. No, Fire Bro's home run dies at the warning track. The attack accurate this time for the final out of the inning, but the rookies go down early in this one, have clawed their way back 3-3 as we enter the top of the fourth, halfway point. Boo's still in. Really a Warriors performance by him today. Star pitch is in, but Shy Guy's trying to get around on this one. No, lands in the glove of Dark Bones in left field. Thought that one might bounce in front of him. And Birdo, she had that solo shot earlier. They're not going to risk it with a second time versus Boo. Bowser Jr. on the mound for a captain versus captain battle. And she takes ball 1. Inside. Bowser Jr. comes home with the pitch. It's a paintball. Good contact from Birdo. Out to left field once again. Dark Bones. Hard to wrangle, but done regardless. 2 outs now for Yoshi. Strike 1. Love to see when he winds up like that, but it doesn't happen often. And with these paint pitches, sometimes you want to swing for contact. Let's see if the paint pitch is gone to again here. No, changeup inside of the plate. Chop shot through the middle, but Fire Bro swats it out of the air. Side is retired in order. Bo's once again scoreless. Brings up Monkey D, Luffy, Dark Bones, and Koopa. Koopa had that huge 2 RBI double in the bottom of the second to put his team back in this. We'll see if he has more magic in him. Luffy might have some magic in him. That one's hit hard down the right field line. That one's looping out of the park. Matt's up. It's not in time. Gone. Go ahead home run for Monkey D. Luffy of the East Blue. And you know he has great reach out there in the outfield. You know his defense is on point, but the offense, man. That bat had armament hockey on it. 4-3 now. Rookies have their first lead all day on the back of a Monkey D. Luffy home run to start off the bottom of the fourth here. And now another one hit hard down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone. It's cutting foul. Strike 3 on the outside now, first out of the inning. Perfectly placed changeup by Yoshi, but he's starting to get tired too. Red Koopa, hard hit down the third base side, but foul. Charging up again. Good contact out towards left field. Kira's there in time. So 2 outs, brings up top of the order Bowser Jr., who came in high leverage situation and pitched a gem. And now he might have a home run if Red Yoshi's not in time. They're going up for the attempt. It's over Matt's head. Another home run. This time the captain out towards right field. They had an attempt, but not in time and not high enough. Bowser Jr. puts that one on a podium, sends that one to the lighthouse keeper. And 5-3 now. The defensive cracks are showing for the Bows, and they'll wisely go to Birdo, their captain on the mound. Yoshi's days on the mound is over. And this inning's over as Birdo comes in, forces the ground out, but she's not happy with her team's performance. 2 runs on 2 solo shots. Now the bottom of the order has to get to work here. Down 2 going into the top of the 5th. This game's been very, very good. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Now Red Yoshi turns on one, sends it out to deep right field, dying at the warning track. If he had an item behind him, maybe there was magic happening, but he hit that to the deepest part of the ballpark. First out lands Luffy's glove. Paratrooper now. Chop shot up the middle. Boomerang Bro has to use the hardware to scoop it up. But well in time for out number 2. And now top of the order, Red Magikoopa. Not an easy out, but not a quick runner. So a lot of what happens in this inning is going to be dependent on if he can even get aboard. 1, 2, 3. Down go the Bows again in order. The line out caught by shortstop Fire Bro. They've been held scoreless through 3 consecutive innings now. Rookies get to take another crack at it. Jessie now due up. And I think a big part of her development as a rookie is that, you know, there are some Miis that have been as nice catch from Red Critters. Robs a hit from Jessie. You know, there are some Miis that were here last year. There are some Miis that were here this year. Luffy was a vet last year. He was very professional with it. Jessie's, I think, learned a lot, especially defensively. But offensively, I think she's really starting to come into her own. 1 out, 1 strike. Boo sends a base hit into right field. Might be good for 2. That one's going to reach the wall. Boo's going to second, but wait, they have the cutoff throw. They go to second with it, though, not first. If Matt fires that one over to first base, he might have a play. Instead, Boo's aboard, and they're showing bunt with Magikoopa for the sac play. Strike 2 down the middle. So Magikoopa is getting the green light to swing here. Chop shot into right field. That's aboard for a base hit. Boo on second, Magikoopa on first. 2 runs separating these teams, and one of the best hitters in the league, Fire Bro, sends this one to deep center. Yoshi there in time, but the item, Shell takes out Yoshi right after he catches that fly ball, knocks it from his glove, and allows Boo to tag up and take a base. So he'll be running on contact here with 2 outs, but Luffy had the home run last time and has a big RBI this time. Single into right field. Magikoopa sits on second. Boo heads back to the dugout after tagging all 4 bases. 6-2-3 the score. Now Dark Bones. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Red Yoshi not in time to prevent the bases from being loaded. That one drops in front of him by inches and brings up once again with a chance for multiple RBIs and the bases loaded, Koopa. Very loose stance. A lot of turmoil faced by this player so far this year, but he's kept his head up and he's played well through it. Won't get a chance to do any damage here, though. Birdo exhausts some of her reserves here. That her arm has to be tired, but goes to the changeups for the strikeout. Ends the inning at the plate. Doesn't let the ball get into play. Another run tacked on. So 6-3 as Boo comes around to score. Bows are going to have to get right back to work here, starting with Kira. Good part of their lineup. Kira, Red Critter, Matt. Kira not going to be able to reach as this band of brothers, the rookies infield, Boomerang Bro, Fire Bro, have been as advertised today. Red Critter now up. Quiet since that 2-run home run early to start the game. And continues quietly as he lines out to second base, Boomerang Bro. So with 2 outs, it brings up Matt from Wii Sports. Jumps on the first pitch, sends it out towards the shortstop, who handles it with no issue. 1, 2, 3, down go the Bows. Bowser Jr. entered this game in the 3rd or 4th inning. He's been immaculate. Has the solo home run as well. And I'll look to add another one here as he starts off at the bottom of the 6th. Time running out for the Bows. He might do just that. That one's going to reach the wall. Maybe the warning track? Bounces off the wall. They had the buddy jump attempt, but the item interrupted them, threw off their synergy, perhaps. So that's a triple for Bowser Jr. Hard to play off the wall. They go home with it. Now to first. The ground ball from Boomerang Bro. Yoshi with a heads-up play sends it home to hold the runner at third, then gets the out at first, knowing he's a slow runner. Jessie now. RBI chance with the runner 90 feet away. 1 out. The 0-1 pitch, and she sends one with good contact into deep right center field. That's going to be a double. She scores the runner from third. 7-3 now the score. And Jesse, the Mies have come through in a big way. Luffy's home run first, and now Jesse with a couple of massive pieces of situational hitting with her part in the order. Boo versus Birdo. And Boo manages to sneak that one by the shortstop. It holds Jesse at second, but single for Boo puts another runner on for Magic Koopa. 1 out, 2 on. And Magic Koopa will not reach base. More nice defensive plays for Mies this time. Kira out in left field for out number 2. And the softly hit ball brings up Fire Bro with a chance to do some damage. 2 outs, down by 4 the Bows. I might be down more. That one has the distance. It has the height. It's dying at the warning track. Matt has it. Hit hard at first, but took its sweet time getting out of here. Matt settles under it. Yoshi makes it over there in the nick of time. And the inning's over before another run can come around to score. So 4 runs separate these teams. Full base path. Last inning, 3 outs. Shy Guy going to start off trying to push this one into the outfield. Paint pitch might make that hard. Swinging strike 1. Bowser Jr. repositions inside. Change up. Strike 2 looking. Shy Guy's going to have to defend the plate here. Change up inside corner of the plate. Not the best contact. Softly hit the Fire Bro, who takes 2 steps as that one falls into his glove for out number 1. Strike 1. Birdo looks to tee off on a paint pitch, misses. Strike 2. Fastball inside. Birdo gets a good amount of that, though. Not going to leave the stadium, but a base hit down the right field line. Fends that one off and brings up Yoshi with a chance for glory or agony. Either he extends the rally or he can hit into a potential game-inning double play. Chop shot. 4, 6, 3. The game ends with Blue at first base. The double play put away. The rally can't come in, and after scoring 3 runs in the first 2 innings, the Bows lose by 4. On the back of some great baseball by some role players for this rookies team. That's now 3-4 and back in the win column, headed to the All-Star break. MVP Monkey D. Luffy. Would you look at that? Let's take a look at our first team here. Not the best from the top of the order. Only 10 each from Kira and Magic Koopa. Kira, I think, was great defensively, but Magic Koopa really, really, really rough there. Critter, of course, good game. Shame you couldn't get the win. Not too bad from Matt either, who pushed a couple balls out to the outfield. Shy Guy, a little disappointing. Birdo, another great game. Yoshi, probably the biggest disappointment of the year. Let's see. 50, 10, 65, 15, 30, 0. Then Red Paratrooper with a 0. On the other hand, 80 from the captain, 40 from Jesse, 110 sole home run of the day. Belonging to our MVP. Congratulations, Monkey D. Luffy.